Welcome back to computer science. Yesterday we learned some more, didn't we? I know we finished that intro to data science unit with Python. Then we started the next unit, which is on what? I don't know. Next unit. Did I even really start it? Golly, I don't know. All right, let's see. Yeah, we did. I'm instantly reminded of what it was. The data science life cycle, the 5 stages of the data science life cycle, very similar to like the scientific method, but for data science specifically. So it's a 5-step process for conducting like data science research, and it's not always followed strictly, thoroughly, straight through. You know, you can go backwards and forwards and stuff like that, but first step is to collect data. The second step is to clean data. Third step is to explore data. The fourth step is to interpret. First step, gather data. Second step, clean data. Third step, explore data. Fourth step, model data. Fifth step, interpret data. Yep. Completing a research project using data. That's the 5 steps. All right, so the first step, gathering data, is what we're about to jump back into. So I'll be back to recall what I learned in a little bit. All right, so it didn't finish this unit on the data science life cycle, but I did get progressed through it quite a bit further. So gathering data. So when you're looking to begin the project, you need to gather the data, and data comes in basically a couple different forms that we categorize as like structured versus unstructured, and there's also semi-structured. Structured data really is like tables, databases, spreadsheets, specifically with typically instances as in rows and features in columns. A database is like it's a organized way to store data, organized method of organized location of storing data on a computer. I think it's like kind of like the definition. What else do we got? Yeah, unstructured data. Unstructured data basically is hard for humans to read, and it doesn't have a specific format. And this includes examples like audio files, videos, images, and text. These are all considered unstructured data. Then there's semi-structured data, which is like has some structure, but it's still hard to read. And I don't know if it's talking about humans reading it or a program reading it. I'm assuming it's a program reading it, but this is something like tables on the internet are considered semi-structured. Emails are considered semi-structured. Anyway, the second is cleaning data. So before you clean the data, you gotta typically structure the data. So that's the step 0 of cleaning data is basically structuring it. Then once you structure it, cleaning data really involves looking for missing values, basically looking for potential errors, adding any additional features based on the data you have, any maybe additional instances. I guess that more instances more is structuring at that point. Okay. Evaluating data. This is mostly about data visualization, but also some calculations like mean, mode, etc. So using visualizations, and then interpreting data. This is using a model, or no, not interpreting, modeling data. This is using content knowledge and kind of like exploring different models, because not all models work for everything. You got to test different models every time to see which one fits best. And so we've got supervised versus unsupervised models. Supervised models is predicting a known feature, whereas unsupervised models are basically looking for a feature that hasn't been described, like hidden groups, hidden patterns. Two examples of structured models are regression models and categorical models. Categorical models like search for category features, and regression models are basically looking at numerical features. All right, let's go through this. Gathering data, structured data, data stored in a predefined format, typically with instances and rows, features and columns, example databases, tables, spreadsheets. Database is a collection of organized information stored in a computer system. Unstructured data, no predefined format, hard for humans to interpret. I don't know why, but I guess it could, depending on what images and audio files, etc. Audio files, images, videos, text. Structured data have some structure but not easily readable. Example, online tables, emails. Step 2 is cleaning data. So prior to cleaning, you got to structure / format the data. Cleaning, look for missing data and potential errors, add more features if data is available. Step 3, exploring data. Explore data largely through visualizations and some calculations. Modeling data. Supervised models that predict a feature with known values in the original data set. So classification, not categorical. Classification models predict categorical features. Regression models predict numerical features. Okay. Unsupervised models look for hidden groups or patterns in the data set rather than predicting a known feature. Nice. All right, so as far as the book says, we're 60% through this lecture, so getting there. That's going to do it for today, or for now. Later today, I'll probably do more coding practice problems, so talk to you then. See you. Welcome back to computer science. Earlier today, we were working in the Python for data science lecture, learning more about the data science life cycle. For this session, I'm just going to go ahead, check Canvas really quick, and then do some coding practice problems. So talk to you in a bit. Well, we have 2.5 programming practice problems left. Just finished probably 3 more, 4 more. One of them was a guitar tab. So the user enters a chord name and it prints out the guitar tab. Only G, C, or D. If it wasn't G, C, or D, you'd output that the input is not supported. Another program I finished from yesterday was basically given a day, month, and year, you print out basically the next day. The difficult part being if it's like December 31st, you have to print out the next year. Or if it's the last day of the month, that just adds a little bit of complexity, but not too difficult. One of them that I just finished half of was what? Basically, there's 3 names, 6 inputs. First name 1, last name 1, first name 2, last name 2, etc. And based on that, you have to kind of say it's branching again. If all of them are known, you say TBD, to be decided. If only one first name and last name is given, you print out like the first initial, last name. If there's 2 pairs of names given, you basically do last name separated by a slash, and then if there's 3, all 6 of the inputs are filled, you basically do the first 2 last names divided by or separated by a slash, and then ... And then another one we did was airline fare price, basically like given the person's age, how many carry-ons they have, and something that other checked bags. You basically go through cascading if-else branches to output ultimately the final error line, error for error price. So that's I think that's it for now and for today. Tomorrow we'll be back to continue more Python for data science, coding practice problems, and probably the last two MSP graded assignments. We'll probably end up doing those soon. I actually have a lecture tomorrow, so we'll be going to that as well. So that's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow. See you.